recording in progress. All right. So we're going to see this recording. I'm recording for Rishita. Yeah, Rishita. Okay. So the thing is, हम लोग का वेन डायग्राम तो खत्म हो गया ये वाला चैप्टर, बट क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 नहीं जमा गया तुम लोग को?
नहीं मम्मी जी.
हाँ.
And in question 10, the third one I wasn't able to do.
Okay. So I'm going to solve the homework doubts here. And I'm also going to check your work. First, I'll solve the doubts and then I'll check your homework on camera. Okay, so question number 5. Draw a Venn diagram to show the relation between two overlapping sets A and B. Now shade the region represent. So these are overlapping sets. Okay, so this has to be like this, A and B. And of course, enclosed in a universal set. A, B, D. Okay. So now you have to shade the region.
And we will draw all this with pencil only, and A, B will also with pencil only, right?
Yeah, yeah. But make sure you keep it dark. So the first one that we have to shade is A intersection B. So A intersection B क्या होगा? Overlapping set में intersection is this area. So this is your first part. Okay. Now second is A union B. A union B means all the elements of A as well as B. So I'm going to mark this with red. It will obviously include the intersection as well. Okay. Are you all getting this? Question 5, understanding, Gautam? Okay. Good. Tomorrow report cards will be revealed. Revealed, huh? Where? Matlab in school or?
They will send each one of the cards on EduSprint.
अच्छा. अब B minus A है, इसके लिए वापस मैं बनाऊंगी, अदरवाइज थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाएगा. So same A, B and universal set. अब B minus A क्या हो जाएगा? B minus A will be B के elements जिसमें से A निकाल दिया. So just this part, excluding this. Done. Question 5 समझ गया सबको? Yeah. This was a homework doubt.
I mean, this one, in the second one, we fill everything inside A and B and also the intersection between them.
Yes, yes, because all the elements of A and B will be in union. Okay. Now I'll do question number 10 ka third. I had called you all for physics and math today. Okay. Now question number 10 is somewhat like this. This is the universal set ABC. A, B, C. A, B, C. Writing the sets inside. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, बाहर है H. ठीक है, ये सारे एलिमेंट्स हो गए और इसका थर्ड वाला नहीं जम रहा था. थर्ड वन इज यू हैव टू वेरीफाई, मतलब लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल्स टू राइट हैंड साइड. A minus B intersection C should be equal to A minus B intersection A minus C. ठीक है.
Ma'am, it's union.
अच्छा सॉरी, थर्ड में you have to find B intersection C union A and then Also verify this. दो क्वेश्चंस है ना इसमें, दोनों नहीं जमे दिव्यांशा. ओके पहले मैं ये फाइंड करती हूँ. पहले ये ढूंढना है कि B इंटरसेक्शन C यूनियन A क्या है. तो B इंटरसेक्शन C क्या हो जाएगा, B और C का कॉमन CE, राइट. तो C कॉमा E इसका यूनियन करना है A के साथ. A में है ABCD. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा फाइनली, ABCDE. इसका ये आंसर आएगा. दिव्यांशा समझा फर्स्ट पार्ट? हाँ. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज verify A minus B, no, A minus B intersection E equals to A minus B का यूनियन विथ A minus C. ठीक है, तो माइनस. सो पहले तो A मीन्स ABCD, इसमें से माइनस करना है B इंटरसेक्शन C. व्हाट इज B इंटरसेक्शन C? C and E, and this should be equal to A minus B. So A में से B के एलिमेंट्स निकाले तो क्या बच जाता है, सिर्फ A और B. इसका यूनियन A में से C के एलिमेंट्स निकाल दिए तो बचता है A और D. सो ABCD में से C और E निकालना है, मतलब बेसिकली सिर्फ C निकल जाएगा, राइट. सो दिस विल कम टू A, B, D, एंड यहाँ पे clearly the union will also be A, B, D. So this is equal, hence verified. समझा दिव्यांशा? The answer is no. How? हैं? Answer is no क्या? Maitreya, you're trying to say something, darling? 11th नहीं 10th का आंसर किया है हमने, 10th का थर्ड किया ना, तो वो लोग ने सिर्फ थर्ड और वेरीफाई. बट यू वेरीफाई गौतम, हाउ कैन इट बी नो? When it is verify means this is true, you just have to verify it, you just have to check whether it is true. So I checked and it is coming as equal. Have you made a mistake? So
Yes.
this were your homework doubts, and with this we are done with this chapter. Okay, has everyone done the homework, Shreyas?
I finished all of my pending work that was remaining, and then yesterday you took class, right? So the yesterday solved examples are not done.
क्यों भाई? नहीं, ये yesterday के solved example नहीं है, ये पहले के कुछ solved example बचे हैं वो.
That I sent you.
हाँ. कल कोई अलग नहीं दिए थे ना मैंने, बेसिकली
No.
एग्जाम्पल 7 तक हो गए ना सब. Okay guys, so we are finally done with the chapter sets, and now we are supposed to start with which chapter?
Direct and indirect variations.
Okay, so let's just do a little bit of that chapter, and then probably we can do a bit of physics and call it a day. Direct and inverse variation. So yay, we finished this chapter, we are done with it.
We
Okay.
just have A and B exercise in 10 chapter, direct and inverse variation.
Okay. अभी तुम्हारे टेक्स्ट बुक में चैप्टर्स कितने रह गए मैथ के? तुम लोग ने फर्स्ट किया, सेकंड किया, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ किया, सिक्स्थ भी हो गया। परसेंटेज भी किया ना? प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट का कुछ तो
Wait,
बचा है।
for 1 till 9. Actually, after this, first 10 chapters are done.
Algebraic expression is done with your
No,
वो
then theme 3 is full left.
फुल लेफ्ट।
Yeah, there are
इक्वेशंस कुछ नहीं किया।
no, not till now. Then geometry we did understanding shape,
स्पेशल टाइप
several types of
आई थिंक
quadrilaterals,
कंस्ट्रक्शन ओमिट करेंगे ये लोग।
and data handling we did. Theme 5 is remaining and theme 3 is full remaining.
ओके कूल। आई थिंक चिल्ड्रंस का भी फर्स्ट यूनिट हो गया है पूरा। सिर्फ प्लेइंग विद नंबर्स उन्होंने ओमिट किया। सेकंड में उनको भी परसेंटेज नहीं है इतना, डायरेक्ट इनवर्स बचा उधर। देन अलजेब्रा में आइडेंटिटीज और फैक्टराइजेशन एक्सप्रेशन नहीं हुआ है। So children has kind of covered a little more than you. Fine. Let's start. What is anti-theft mirror? What is that? Ma'am, can we start new chapter? Yeah, Brinda, we are doing that. Anti-theft mirrors are mirrors which are installed in supermarkets. They are convex mirrors. Convex mirrors means the mirrors which bulge out. Okay, so it's a spherical mirror, but the curving is outwards. And we will be studying about this in mirrors, but they are also called as vigilance mirrors. Vigilance mirrors are mirrors which keep a supervision. So how can they call anti-theft mirror? Because sometimes there are these, like suppose turn है, तो तुम यहाँ देखते हो तो तुमको वो मिरर जो है ना, it gives you like a small image of the entire area in that turn. So from you're just watching from there, but you know what's happening in the right side as well. So अभी तो CCTV वगैरह आ गया है, but convex mirrors, vigilance mirrors are also used in parking lots, guys, which helps you to take a turn. And
This kind of mirror is in a opposite tower building.
they are opposite.
Now the building opposite in front of my building has these types of.
Yeah. So parkings वगैरह में जहाँ टर्निंग होता है वहां पे भी यूज होता है। प्लस देखो यहाँ पे जैसे शॉप्स में भी यूज होता है। So you can see it gives a view of a big area, view of a big area and a small thing. It kind of shows you the entire view. अब ये वाला कॉन्वेक्स मिरर जैसे देख लो, पूरी ऑलमोस्ट कितनी 2-3 रैक का बता देता है व्यू. So that's why it is used in shops and supermarkets as well. ठीक है Gautam, is that clear, bro? So guys, direct and inverse variation, we'll just start and discuss it briefly. इसमें एक्सेस 10A और 10B ही है. क्या बात है, तुम लोग को तो मजे ही मजे है. So direct and inverse variation, these kind of questions come where you have two quantities which are related to each other. Okay, two things which are related to each other. एक चीज बढ़ती है तो दूसरी भी बढ़ती है, एक चीज घटती है तो दूसरी भी घटती है. So whenever one thing rises and the other thing will also rise, that kind of a variation is called as direct variation. And when one thing increases but the other decreases, or when other decreases and this will increase, so this is an opposite kind of variation or relation, जिसको हम inverse variation बोलते हैं. So अब तुम्हारा जो first exercise है वो clearly सिर्फ direct variation से related है. So can anyone give me example of direct variation? Like suppose I'll start with an example. I'll say 5 pence cost 50 rupees And if I increase the number of pens, let's say if I take 15 pens, then the cost of the pens will also increase. Okay. So the quantity of the pens or quantity of articles and the cost of articles. This is directly related. If you increase the quantity, your price will also increase. Okay. Can anyone give me an example of other kind of direct variation? Anyone has any example in their head? Come on, guys, come on. Yes, Maitreya.
Water.
What, beta?
Water.
Water. Okay. Can you elaborate?
Distillery.
Okay. So like if you're buying one bottle of distillery or 5 bottles of whiskey. Okay. Good. All right. Now let us just see how we are supposed to solve these kinds of sums. Like I said about cost. Example textbook में दिया है weights. Okay. Like suppose 2 bottles weigh 1 kg. Then if you increase the number of bottles, the weight of the bottles will also increase. So even weight and the quantity are directly related. What is an anti-theft mirror? Provisions for soldiers. Okay, yeah. Provisions for soldiers means the supply that you have for soldiers, the eating and other kind of provisions that you give soldiers. So if you have 100 soldiers, you'll need a particular amount. If you increase the number of soldiers, you'll need more. If you decrease, then you need less provision. So yes, that is also a good example, Gautam. Okay, so now let's just start with direct and inverse variation. So यहाँ पे ऐसे quantities न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर के फॉर्म में दी रहती है एंड यहाँ पे रेशियो इन अ डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन द रेशियो इज ऑलवेज इक्वल. Okay, remember that. So in direct variation the ratio will be always the same. ये चीज कहाँ लिखी है पेज 117 पे. So please make note of this. In direct variation, डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन को हम सिंबॉलिक फॉर्म में ब्रैकेट में लिखेंगे. एक एरो ऊपर एक एरो ऊपर, एक नीचे तो दूसरा नीचे, विच शोज कि द रिलेशन बिटवीन क्वांटिटीज. द रेशियो is always constant. Okay, that is x will be upon y will always be a constant, will be always constant. तो ये डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन का हो गया. अब ये चीज हम लोग सॉल्विंग में भी देख लेंगे. इनवर्स वेरिएशन उल्टी चीज है. इसका एग्जाम्पल क्या हो सकता है? जैसे कि टाइम एंड वर्क. इफ यू डू मोर वर्क यू विल टेक लेस टाइम, और मे बी नंबर ऑफ पीपल एंड टाइम. If you increase the number of people who are doing the work, then the time taken will be less, na? If Maitreya and Gautam are painting a wall, it may take 2 days. But if Maitreya and Gautam are joined by Divyansha and Vrinda, then there are 4 people doing the same work, then the wall can be painted in 1 day also. So if you increase the number of people, the time taken is decreasing. So then it is an inverse variation. So inverse variation mein
Now we have to write this.
Yes. Okay. So in inverse variation, जैसे यहाँ पे ratio is constant. In inverse variation, it is the product which is always constant. The product of x and y is constant. X and y meaning those two quantities that you are comparing. तो यहाँ product important है, यहाँ पे ratio. तो ये बेसिक चीज है जो आपको समझनी है. अब we can start with exercise 10A.
Ma'am, can you scroll back? Last slide, I'm still writing.
This is damn easy actually. Which one should we do? Printing a wall, how? Gautam, do you still have a doubt? Printing नहीं, painting I was saying. कुछ भी. ऐसे भी 3D printing भी है. So done, Divyansha. Okay. Now see guys, this is really easy. In which of the following tables X and Y vary directly? We have to see that. 1 second, guys. Everyone switch on your cameras, please. Hello, what is happening, Gautam? I told you I'll be back. Gautam. Okay. So in the first question, you have to check whether they are in proportion or they are varying directly or not. So in the first question, basically you need to check if they are in a ratio, proper ratio or not. So how will you do it? So I'm going to do second and third in this. We are starting with exercise 10A. Question number 1, sub question 2. Here we are just checking that whether it is in direct variation or not. Okay. So each x upon y should be equal, right? So x upon y in the first one is coming as 16 upon 32, which is nothing but 1 by 2. Okay. So the first is 1 by 2. Now what is the second one? Second one is 30 upon 60, which is also 1 by 2. Next is 40 upon 80, which is also 1 by 2. So as you can see, the ratio is coming the same. But इसमें last वाले ने कर दिया है गपला लोचा. Okay, because this is 56 upon 84. So 8 sevens are 56 and 8 के टेबल में तो 84 आता भी नहीं है, सॉरी. तो 56 and 84 7 के टेबल से जाएगा. 7 8s are 56 and 7 12s are. Then 4 2s are 4 3s are. तो ये आ रहा है 2 by 3. So because of this doesn't. अच्छा, इसमें पूछा क्या है? In which of the following x and y vary directly? So second में the last numbers are not varying directly, na? Their ratio is not constant. So because of that, 10A का, let me just check as well. Okay. So यहाँ पे second one does not vary directly. Why? Since all ratios are not constant. बराबर है ना? लास्ट वाला अलग आ गया, इसके वजह से पूरा टीम की वाट लग गई. Now क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का फर्स्ट करके देखते हैं. थर्ड वाला you can check. So your x upon y, first one is 3 upon 4.5. What is 3 upon 4.5? 3 into 10 upon 45. 3 ones are 3 15s are 5 2s are 5 3s are. तो ये आ रहा है 2 by 3. Next है 5 upon 7.5, which will be 50 upon 75. 25 2s are 25 3s are. Okay, 2 by 3. Next 8 by 12. 4 2s are 4 3s are. तो ये भी आ रहा है 2 by 3. And last one 11 upon 16.5. तो ये हो जाएगा 110 upon 165. 11 10s are 11 15s are. 5 2s are 5 3s are. So ये As you can see, in each thing, ratio is 2/3. So here it is varying direct. So yes, here it varies directly. As ratio is constant. ये समझ गया सबको कैसे सॉल्व करना है? Yes, easy. Now, so this was इसका third वाला with the homework. I'll obviously write the homework at the end as well. Since we are checking direct variation, we have to see that the ratio has to be constant. Now, question number 2 is again a tabular question, but वहाँ पे missing quantities है. It is already told in question number 2. You don't have to check whether it varies directly. It is already told that it varies directly, and you have to find certain values. So we'll see. It's easy actually. Should I move to question 2, everyone? Okay. Now, question number 2.
Can you go back once? Just a second.
Yeah. Done, Vrinda?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's do question number 2. If x and y vary directly, find the values of. Look, question मेरे टेक्स्ट बुक में तो values लिखा है, values of x, y and z.
values ही है हमारे भी text में.
तुम लोग में भी सेम है?
values
Values.
values. I already know the answer. I think.
Okay. x, y 336, यहाँ पे x 60, यहाँ पे y 96 एंड यहाँ पे 10z. तो तुम लोग को ये वाला x, y और z की वैल्यूज फाइंड करनी है. नॉट दिस इज जस्ट टू शो न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर. ओके, सो यू क्लियरली नो सिंस it is direct variation, the ratios will be the same. So 3/36 should be equal to x upon 60. So if I want to know the value of x, 60 will go on left hand side, so it will become 3 into 60/36. So 6 10s are 6 6s are 3 1s are 3 2s are 2 1s are 2 5s are. x की वैल्यू क्या आ गई? 5. ठीक है. सेम वे में y भी ढूंढ सकती हूँ. 3/36 will be equal to y/96. So 3 into 96/36 will give you y. 3 1s are 3 12s are 12 1s are 12 8s are 96. Yes. So y will be equal to 8. So this is also done. And last one is 3/36 will be equal to 10/z. तो ये ना z डिनोमिनेटर में, तो पहले तो z को वहां ले लो. 3 into z will be 36 into 10. पहले क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर लो. अब z को आइसोलेट करो. So it will be 36 into 10/3. 3 1s are 3 12s are. So the value of z is 120. Got it, guys? So this was how we did question number 2, which was also very easy. Now question number 3 से लेके 9 तक सब कुछ बहुत easy है. ठीक है? All are examples of direct variation. So the thing is how to represent your question and how to write these question and answers. That is the thing which we need to understand here. Okay. So let's just do a few of those. Shall I proceed? Are you all done writing?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shreyas, are you writing? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Done. Okay. So see, अब यहाँ पे question number 3 है, truck consumes 28 liters of diesel for moving through a distance of 448. Okay, guys. There are a lot of interruptions today because 10th graders का boards चल रहे हैं और उनके back to back phone calls आ रहे हैं. Anyways, so truck consumed 28 liter of diesel for moving through a distance of 448. So यहाँ पे तुमको पहले ये आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि दो क्वांटिटीज कौन सी है. यहाँ पे है लीटर्स एंड डिस्टेंस and they are saying how much distance will be covered in 64 liters. So we have the two quantities which are quantities or of petrol in liter, and the second is the distance covered, right? So if you have more liters of petrol, obviously the distance covered will also be more, right? So question number 3. Now how are you supposed to make this? यहाँ पे ऐसा होगा कि दो टेबल्स बनेंगे आपके, ठीक है? You are supposed to represent this in a tabular form. तो जो एक सपोज आपने यहाँ पे लिखना है क्वांटिटी ऑफ पेट्रोल, एक टेबल का पार्ट हो जाएगा. Quantity of petrol is given in what? It is given in liters. So write in bracket in liters. Okay. And the second thing which they have given is the distance covered. That is in kilometers. So these are the two quantities. हाँ, तो ये दो क्वांटिटीज को आपको पहले जो क्वेश्चन में मेंशन्ड है वो टैबुलर फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट करना है ऐसे. तो यहाँ पे अगर लीटर्स ऑफ पेट्रोल कितना दिया है क्वेश्चन में, इट इज गिवन एज where is the question? 28 liters of petrol. The distance is 448. How much distance? मतलब X. How much distance it will cover in 64 liters of diesel? अच्छा पेट्रोल नहीं है, सॉरी डीजल है, मैंने पेट्रोल लिख दिया है. Quantity of diesel. Okay, so now clearly this is direct variation. In direct variation, ratio is constant. So 28 upon 448 will be equal to 64 upon X, right? अब क्या होगा? 28 into X will be equal to 64 into 448. Gautam, I don't think you got it right. तुमने थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ किया है. X will be 64 into 448 upon 28. 4 sevens are 4 112s are 7 ones are 7 16s are. X equals to 64 into 16. 16 fours are 64, 16 six are 96. I've told him enough. No, this is formula. Arey no, Gautam. 16 fours are 64, 16 six are 96. उसमें 6 ऐड हो जाएगा तो आ जाएगा 1024. This is the right answer, Gautam. पीछे भी चेक किया. I don't know what formula you are applying, Gautam. ये simple direct variation है ना, तो ऐसे ही होगा. अभी तुम्हारा किलोमीटर और टैक्सी चार्जेस वाला क्वेश्चन, फोर्थ वन यू डू इट ऑन योर ओन. फिफ्थ में आर्टिकल्स एंड कॉस्ट है. फिर सिक्स्थ में क्वांटिटी ऑफ राइस और कॉस्ट है. सो आई विल जस्ट डू द फिफ्थ वन. सो यहाँ पे दो कौन से बन जाएंगे? फिफ्थ में number of articles will be one column, I mean one row, number of articles and cost which is in rupees will be the other one. Okay, तो ये पहले आपने बना दिया. अच्छा, यहाँ पे बोला है 27 articles cost 1890. How many articles can be bought for 1750? तो ये x हो जाएगा. So again you can write indirect variation, ratio is constant. Okay, so what will be the thing? 27 upon 1890 should be equal to x upon 1750. 27 into 1750 upon 1890 will give you x. 0 0 cut. 3, okay, 9 से ही करेंगे. 9 2s are 18, 9 1s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 3 7s are 21, 3 1s are 3, 7 1s are 7, 2s are 14, 7 5s. So final answer is 25 articles. You are finding the number of articles. इसमें guys, it is also advisable to write your final answer in statement form. जैसे first का statement क्या होगा? That 1024 kilometer will be covered by 64 liters of diesel. यहाँ पे 25 articles will be bought for rupees 1750. ठीक है? So as such this exercise is damn easy. 7th one भी notebooks वाला you all can do. I'll do the men and trench wala. 8th one we'll do, and 9th one will also be homework, and 10th we'll do in class tomorrow before inverse variation. Okay, so let's do one more, and that is,
Ma'am, can you show the fifth one for 1 minute?
yes. So we are doing 8th one now. नहीं अभी कुछ नहीं, अभी कल से कुछ आया.
You can send.
हाँ, क्या हुआ? डन. अच्छा चलो अभी हम men see, we are doing question 8 now. In question 8, 22 men can dig a 27-meter long trench in one day. How many men should be employed for digging a 135-meter long trench of the same type in one day? So if you want to complete it in one day itself, you need more people, more the meter of trench. So again, this is direct. So यहाँ पे होगा number of men and यहाँ पे होगा length of trench. Length of trench is in meters. Okay. So number of men यहाँ पे है 22 men, and they can dig a 27-meter long trench. And you need to dig a 135 meter. So how many men? तो वहाँ पे x. So 22 upon 27 will be equal to x upon 135, right? Ratio will be constant as it is direct variation. See guys, अब भी तुम लोग को ये थोड़ा easy लग रहा है, वैसे भी easy है, थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओगे। तुमको एग्जाम में ऐसे बोलने नहीं वाले, अभी तुमको पता है कि एक्सरसाइज ये पूरे डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन के क्वेश्चंस है। एग्जाम में ये बोलने नहीं वाले कि ये सारे क्वेश्चन ये डायरेक्ट है ये इनवर्स है, यू विल हैव टू थिंक। तो थोड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट अगर समझ गए, आपको पता है कि अगर लंबी ट्रेंच बनानी है एक ही दिन में, तो व्हाट इज द वे यू कैन डू इट, you have to employ more men, so you are increasing the length, number of men is also increased, both are increasing, so it's direct variation. So ये भी recognize करना उतना ही important है. So now how is this going to be? 22 into 135 by 27 will give you x, right? 9 3s are 9, 15s are 3 1s are 3 5s are, x equals to 22 into 5. So x will be 110. 110 men. Question is how many men should be employed? So 110 men should be employed. करेक्ट है ना आंसर? कोई चेक करके बताना. Okay, now only 10th question I'll give you for matlab I'll keep for solving tomorrow. Please note down the homework. I think next we'll meet day after now because कल तुम्हारा इंग्लिश का टेस्ट है. सबको टेस्ट शेड्यूल मिल गया है? Yes. So
Ma'am, what time will you be sending the paper? In the morning or in the evening?
no, तुम लोग की स्कूल रहती है ना, तो we'll send it after your school around 4 o'clock के आसपास ही रहेगा टेस्ट. ठीक है? So now 4 to 5, 5:30 जैसे पेपर रहेगा 1-1.5 घंटे का.
Ma'am, but I have class. Thursdays I have
Ma'am,
class.
this is not fair. What is not fair, Vrinda? क्या हुआ दिव्यांशा?
I have class tomorrow.
Okay, so
I will have to submit paper late because my class doesn't end till 6 o'clock.
okay. Vrinda is saying today you send notes and tomorrow test. Okay, so to make it fair for you, Vrinda, I'm leaving you. I'm not taking physics today. So you have time now to study. And tomorrow also there will be no session. So even before the test, you will have time to study. Okay, Vrinda? And anyways, guys, I had been telling you since last week itself कि तुम्हारा टेस्ट होने वाला है, इंग्लिश का टेस्ट होगा. मैं शेड्यूल तो भेजूंगी, बट ऑब्वियसली इंग्लिश का होने वाला है, वो पता है. नोट्स ठीक है आज भेजे, बट यू हैव इनफ टाइम यार, गेट इट डन विद. इफ यू वांट मैं 5 बजे रखूंगी टेस्ट, तो थोड़ा और एक्स्ट्रा टाइम. व्हाट इज होमवर्क? लेट्स राइट द होमवर्क नाउ. होमवर्क भी मैथ में थोड़ा सा मतलब ज्यादा नहीं है गाइज, ये लिटरली आधे आधे पेज के क्वेश्चंस है. सो एक्सरसाइज 10A का आप करोगे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का हमने थर्ड छोड़ दिया था, तो दैट. क्वेश्चन 2 तो किया, क्वेश्चन 3 भी किया, क्वेश्चन 4 करना है, फिर क्वेश्चन 5 किया, क्वेश्चन 6 करना है, क्वेश्चन 7 करना है, 8 किया, क्वेश्चन 9 करना. बस 10 तो मैं like I'll do it with you all. थोड़ा सा ज्यादा है 10, and I want you to solve from solved example 1 to 4. Solved examples 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gautam, have you written the homework? Please take it down. Okay. So, done.